Hello, everyone. My name is Betta Maggio, and I'm the CEO and founder of UEarth Biotech. And I'd like to bring you into the future to understand how sustainability can be viewed in a very different way. Now, first of all, I would like you to breathe. Breathe deeply. Take a deep breath and think. What if you don't like what you're breathing? This is it's a very important question, because 99% of the global population is breathing unsafe air. So most likely you are one of them. And this is unfortunately covering the whole planet. Because of this, 8.7 million people die every year due to air pollution. And this is without COVID. And this is far more than COVID. So you understand how this can be a very silent, slow motion pandemic. The news is that air quality, just like drinkable water, will not adjust itself. In other words, we have to fix it. It's not enough to curb pollution. We need to bring in technologies that will help us capture and destroy what we are producing in excess, or this can only get worse. But let's see all the numbers just to put you in context. Out of those 8.7 million deaths, you can see other causes of deaths like terrorism, war, obesity, or road accidents that are far, far smaller than air pollution. And yet nobody is paying attention to this as it should. Now, on top of this, 4 out of 6 of the deadliest disease are air transmissible, including COVID, but not just COVID. And if you think about it, with the temperature rising because of climate change, the virus spillover between animals and humans will possibly increase. So perhaps this is not the last pandemic we're going to see, and we have to be very aware that we don't have to not learn the lessons of this one. Do not repeat the same mistakes. Be ready for anything to survive through whatever must come through air quality. Now, why is this important for businesses? Because it looks like the 5th reason for great resignation is pure COVID response. Now, the people really don't want to work in a place that can actually be a threat to their health, don't want to commit or commute to go to places where air quality is really bad. It's very stressful. There's a very different perception how we could work in the future. And air quality is definitely a very important asset, which is highly requested. What about sustainability now? If you think about it, sustainability has a few pain points, especially the smaller the business gets, the higher the complexity. You really it's difficult to understand what is it all about. There's a lack of unified standards. It means there's at least 27 reviewing standards at the moment, and they all not talk to each other. There's a high risk of greenwashing when especially you claim to follow SDGs requirements. Invisibility, the funny thing is, all of these sustainability reports that are probably 170 pages worth of data are stored in a very deep and dark angle of websites of large corporates that nobody reads. So, and moreover, there's more than CO2. Everything now is based on CO2 emissions and calculation of that, but there's much more we should be aware of. So also there's a big contradiction. What we've seen is this example. There's this tweet of Elon Musk that says Exxon is rated top 10 best in the world environment when Tesla didn't make it to the S&P 500. Well, this is because of the scoring and how the scoring is conceived. So it's not a perfect tool, and there's still a lot of work to be done. So far from being it a scam, but still there's a lot of work to be done to make it perfect. So we, as UEarth, we are members of the World Economic Forum, a New Champions community. And we were called there to understand how to be future ready and to work with sustainability and ESG requirement in the future. And we have been told to be prepared to live in an area of continuous disruption. Every segment will go through a very, very big innovation and shift, a big shift in technology, from AI to quantum computing, from biotechnology to scientific biology, to synthetic biology, from IoT to managing things from the space, but also from solar and wind to hydrogen and fusion. There is a big change that technology will bring to help the planet. Call it climate tech or carbon tech, or there's different names to it. But all of these technologies will really be predominant. And we suggest also from limiting emission to capture and destroy excess, which this is key to us from what we're seeing on air pollution. So what if we could pair net zero with decontamination? Why decontamination couldn't be one of the metrics of sustainability? So this is why we are working at a new standard called Pure Air Zone. So basically we have some areas that are covered with technologies, a suite of technologies, IoT, cloud-based, when you have real-time reporting. In other words, how do you know the air is clean? It's because it's monitored in real time, and all the monitoring data and history are sent to the cloud so that anyone can see that actually the air is clean. No blah, 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 no greenwashing. And also, if this becomes a new standard, it could have worldwide visibility for the company and a community engagement. If people know that they have a choice on what they breathe, just as they do with what they eat and drink, why not going to places that grant pure air? This would be sustainability right now applicable. Now, about disruption, 50% of Fortune 500s will not exist in 10 years unless they really disrupt their businesses. And sustainability is a big part of that. So the new option could be, and this is a dreamer, we are dreamers with a plan. So this is what we envision the future world, to endorsing clean air. Clean air could become a globally recognized plug and play ESG. And this could be for any size of company. Aligned with SDGs, clean air covers 6 SDGs, so it's pretty straightforward. But also, the budget for this can be taken from different departments of the company because it benefits the business for business continuity, green marketing, because the marketing suite that derives from this and brand equity are actually very straightforward. ESG, HIC, because it's going to be obviously about safety as well, and HR and facility management to keep the talent on board. If you can say it, you can also imagine it, you can also do it. This is why we are promoting a new world where you actually can walk around and see what all the companies in the world are doing for sustainability. A place of good news, a place where people can understand what can be done for sustainability and how the things are actually moving on. And we don't have only bad news, but also good news and action. So sustainability is about awareness and then engagement, and then action will come. So this is what we think a future world should look like. And we are really positive that a new world is possible. And thank you for listening this far.